Hey girl, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, we will be doing a closure sew-in frontal method. This is actually the way that I do all of my sew-ins now. I want to transfer back to the glueless way, but the the frontal method is kind of like the thing now. So that's what I learned how to do. I learned how to do it about 2 years ago, and so I'm just showing you all an updated video of how to do it. Me and my client was just having a real heart to heart moment right here. So don't mind our expressions right now. But we're gonna get into the look though, for real. But it's really nice to have a true bond with my clients. Like my clients are literally my family. And if y'all see my videos with me and my clients, we're always talking, laughing, and just to get to know other women daily is such a beautiful thing. And I'm so glad that God has blessed me with this talent to do this every day. So just make sure that you're talking to your clients and that y'all are getting to know one another, because it really could make a difference in your day and in their day. So I'm doing her braids now. I'm doing a straight back braid pattern, and I'm putting edge control on her edges so that way, because her hair is natural and she has a lot of hair, so to tame it and to make the look cleaner, I like to slick back their edges, and that way when it's time to mold the cap down, the edges are already intact and all you have to do is clean them up. So I'm starting with her ankle braid, and her ankle braid is going to come around towards the back. That way you can get that track to lay as low as possible without pulling the hair up, because I'm doing the straight down method. So you're going to see me anchor this braid all the way around, and the braid on the other side, you're going to attach those braids. And that's going to be the only braid that you swoop around. Everything else will go up and down, and you will see what I mean by that. She was crying so much I had to get her a tissue, y'all. Don't mind us. I promise, do not mind us. And I swoop these braids around towards the back so that they could lay flatter. I used to go up and down, like straight down, but I swoop it towards the back a little bit, and you will see what I mean by it. Whichever way works best for you, that's what you can do. But you're going to see me just continue to do this braid pattern on this side that you see. The braid size that I'm doing are kind of medium. I don't do them too big and I don't do them too small. The only reason that I would do them really tiny is if the client had like a lot of thick hair. But her hair is actually medium. If you look at it, it looks um coarse. Yeah, but it's not coarse at all. It's just extra curly medium. So if her hair was coarse and long and thick, then I would do smaller braids. But her hair is pretty manageable and her braids can get pretty flat with medium braids. But it's completely up to you if you want to do medium braids or small braids on your clients, as long as they are tight and flats. But not too tight to have their hair hurt, because don't nobody want their hair hurt. I am finished with the braid pattern now, and I'm taking that last braid and tucking it under and sewing it to her hair. Also, a tip, if you want the clients to not cut their hair when they're taking their hair down, use white thread instead of black thread. I be doing it, but I be forgetting sometimes. The white thread has to be in my face for me to do it, or I forget about it. But that's just a tip, because you know the girls love cutting their hair after you done growed it. So if you want them to stop cutting their hair, use white thread to sew their real hair braid up. Of course, I'm putting oil on her scalp because don't nobody want a dry, itchy scalp under the sewing. So be sure that you are putting oil on their scalp because you want to help their hair grow, not break it off even more. And I'm going in with my Erica J Stuck on You styling gel to slick her edges back. I don't use Got to Be for this process because if you use Got to Be, you're basically putting glue on their edges and slicking it back. So you don't want to do that. You want to use the Erica J gel because it has vitamin E in it, which will help them grow their edges back if they have thinner edges. I just finished sewing her cap all the way around, and I'm going in with my Erica J adhesive now, and I'm outlining her cap for the mold down process. As you can see, I'm not putting any glue on her hair right here. I'm literally outlining her hairline, and even with her unique hairline shape, I'm just going off of that. I'm following that guideline. The glue is on her skin right now, and once I put the closure on, the glue will go on the cap. And that is how you protect their edges. Like, even at that little space right there where it was skin, I just outlined it. And this could really help you save your clients, because you don't want to pull their edges out. And when I tell y'all, she comes like every 3 months and get her closure sewn in, and her edges are still fine. So that just lets you know that frontals and closures don't bring the edges out, and proper installs bring the edges out. I'm taking very sharp scissors now, and I am cutting out her cap, and I'm going to go with my LA Girl Pro, the color of her skin, and going to put the makeup on the cap. Do not mind my voice. I know I sound a little sick, but I am a little stopped up, so I hope y'all still, I hope that I can teach you something. Now I'm cleaning the excess makeup off with alcohol and going in with my Erica J's. Okay, Erica J products, y'all. I use her whole line. So I know y'all gonna like this Erica J, but she literally has the best products for us. So I'm going in with her skin adhesive. I'll always use skin protector. I always use a skin protector to protect your client's skin from the adhesive, so that it won't be all itchy and all of that stuff. And I'm doing 3 layers of glue, and I'm putting on the next layer once the first one dries. And this glue dries pretty fast, so it's not that hard. And don't look at my bottle, y'all. When you're a hairstylist, you sit stuff down and you sit on the hot comb and it just be burning, honey. And you don't notice till you smell it. But I ain't for to waste my money. I'm gonna still use my glue, okay? I'm applying her closure directly where I laid the glue at. This closure was pretty more dense than the other ones that I've worked with, and another reason that I feel like I'm just skipping over my tongue in this video. I'm so sorry, y'all, but her closure was a bit more dense than closures that I work with, which is totally fine. One thing about me, I don't turn down clients. I don't care if you got a T part, girl. I don't care if your beauty supply closure. I don't care about none of that. I will do your hair, and I will still make it look good. But we're going to start sewing now, and I'm sewing all the way around. I start on one side, and then I do the next side, and then I do the back. So when you do both sides, you want to make sure it is as flat as possible. You don't want any bubbles, any lumps, because guess what? When you finish, your clothes are going to be all lumpy and bumpy, baby, and we don't need that. So you're going to make sure that it is flat as possible. If you have to pull it down, you can. The only reason I'm not pulling it down because I have been doing this for so long, y'all. So it just comes naturally. But if you are a beginner, hold the closure till you can't hold it no more. But I'm gonna do both sides, and when I swoop her around to the back, y'all gonna see how all I had to do was literally finish off the thread. I do one side and then I do the other. And another thing is I put my band on so that the client won't have to hold the closure, until I'm done. Like, I feel like clients should do as less as possible. So I try to make it as easy as possible for them. If your back is not as flat as that, take the closure off and redo it. The clients will not be mad if you don't if you redo it. I promise you. I would rather take my clients' hair down before I continue to mess them up even more and make them feel like they haven't got their money worth. Ask my clients. They know if I mess up, I will start over. I'm so sorry, but your hair is going to be right and you're going to get your money worth. So we're done with sewing the closure down. And if you have any questions about laying your closure, about anything, please comment and ask me. I am not afraid to answer your questions. I want you to slay your clients. So as you can see, as I stated, her closure is a little bit more dense than what some closures look like. But there's no problem. We still going to do what we're going to do. And yeah, I'm going to take it. Yeah, I'm going to take it off. I'm cutting off the size of her closure so that way you want to see. You know how the lace comes with the band around it? Clip that off. I'm going to make another video to show you what I mean by that. But clip that side off. That way the closure looks seamless. And then I'm going to cut all of the rest of the excess lace off. If you've made it this far and you are not subscribed to my channel, girl, please subscribe, okay? Like, comment, all of that. You might as well. You've been watching it this long. I'm pulling out her edges, basically where her natural baby hair was in her on her hairline. That's all that I'm doing. But even if someone didn't have a hairline like hers, I would still pull some out. I love the edges on the two sides. I normally don't put it in the middle unless they ask for it, or if they say that they want dramatic baby hairs. And this, I'm actually getting her to hold this, and I'm going to go in with some lace tint mousse and tint her lace more, so that way she wouldn't get flashes on her pictures. And if you have to pluck more, pluck more. It makes a difference. It does not hurt them, and it will not hurt you to take a little extra time customizing to their precise hairline. And if you want a video specifically for plucking, comment and let me know that. Now I'm sewing in the bundles flat, quick, and seamless. I'm just going back and forth with my tracks. If you want a specific video on track placement, let me know that as well. But yeah, I'm just gonna go back and forth, and yes. After I finished sewing her hair in, I had her sit under the dryer just to make sure that that lace was really melted and that it wasn't going anywhere. And I'm going to give her a middle part and flatten out her closure with my Wild Star wax stick. Wax sticks will be restocking soon, so be sure that you are on the lookout for that, and you can subscribe to my email marketing on my website to know when they're specifically dropping. So I mix my wax stick with some heat protected and shine spray to give that closure, that pop and that shine and that flatness that it's looking for, honey. Okay. If you got to spend some extra time to make sure that that closure is in the middle, baby, do it. Your clients will not be mad. And I'm just precising her part now. Normally, if the closure is like a transparent or HD lace, I don't pluck that much. But her hair is more dense, so I had to go in and actually define her part. Now you see me again thinning out her baby hairs a little more. I always do this. The baby hairs that I stick out, I go in and thin them out so that way they can look just a little bit more natural. For my baby hairs, I use the ORS, the olive oil wig gel, and I stand by this product. I love it. Sometimes I use the mousse and sometimes I use the gel, but 9 times out of 10, I'm using the gel. And I'm setting my baby hairs with a cool setting on my dryer. me and my client actually was talking, and she was telling me how she finally figured out how to do her baby hair. So give y'all clients some time to learn how to do it. As they wear the style, they'll know how they like to wear it. So you got to trust them, and kind of just talk them through how to get it back. And one thing I always tell them is that don't let your baby hairs get too crazy, because long as you let it stay in the shape, you can always fix it back. But if you let it go crazy, you on your own. So just be sure to always keep up with your hair. I'm cutting layers into her curls just to give it more definition, and layers just always look good. And I always clip the ends of their hair to get that, them little strings off. It just makes the look cleaner. And we're gonna go in and curl. So I'm gonna be quiet while I curl. She asked me how did I learn how to curl so good. I said, girl, years of practice. I've been doing it for so long that I just try new things when I curl. I literally just try new things to figure out, because I still haven't got my curls to the way that I really want them to look. And the curlers that I'm using are Babyliss Pro, but I really, really, really want some T3 curlers. And those curlers are like $300. So, yeah, we'll be getting those soon. You feel me? And I finished curling, and I just, touched her baby hairs up, and I'm going to comb them out. And this is going to be our finished look. And I thank you for watching this video. I hope that it helped you. And if it did, please, send me pictures of the final look that you got using this method. And if you want another video, of course, I'm going to continue to upload them, different styles. And yeah, she loved her hair. She literally loved her hair. And I did too. Looked really good. So I thank you for watching, and I hope that this video helped you. And if you haven't subscribed already, girl, what are you doing? And if you are already subscribed, thank you for your support. And I hope that I can help you further your career. Or if you're just watching because you just love watching her videos, then hey, I love that as well.